Welcome back to another episode of Tech Talk Today. I'm your host, Your Name, and today we're diving into a topic that's really making waves in the world of software development, event sourcing. So, grab your headphones and let's jump right in. When we think about how applications manage data, the traditional method usually involves recording the current state of a system in a mutable database. But what if we flipped that idea on its head and focused on recording user actions as immutable events? This is the essence of event sourcing. Event sourcing isn't just a trendy term. It represents a significant shift in how we approach data management. By treating each user action as an event that can't be altered, we unlock several benefits. For instance, evolving applications over time becomes much simpler. Picture a course enrollment system. Instead of just noting that a student canceled their enrollment by deleting a record from the database, you would log the event itself. Student canceled their course enrollment. This approach not only captures the intent behind the action, but also maintains a complete history of what's transpired. So why does this matter? When we record events instead of states, we gain a clearer understanding of the sequence of actions that led to the current state of the application. This clarity is invaluable for debugging. If something goes awry, you can trace back through the events leading up to the issue and identify where things went off track. Imagine you introduce a new feature that offers a canceled spot to the next person on the waiting list. With event sourcing, you can seamlessly integrate this new functionality into the existing event log. It's a flexible approach that encourages innovation without disrupting the current system. Now you might be asking how we actually use these event logs. On their own, they can be a bit overwhelming for users. Think about visiting a shopping website and being greeted with an endless list of every change you've ever made to your cart, instead of just seeing the current contents. Typically, users want to see the current state of the system, not the entire history of modifications. This is where transformation comes into play. Applications utilizing event sourcing need to take that log of events and convert it into a user-friendly state. This transformation should be deterministic, meaning you can run it multiple times and consistently derive the same state from the event log. Let's also differentiate between events and commands. When a user makes a request, it starts as a command. This command may fail for various reasons, like integrity constraints. Only after the application validates the command does it become an event, an immutable fact recorded in the log. For instance, if someone tries to reserve a seat at a theater, the application first checks if that seat is available. Once confirmed, it generates an event stating that the seat has been reserved. Even if the user later cancels that reservation, the original event remains in the log, preserving the history of actions taken. A key aspect of event sourcing is that once an event is logged, it can't be rejected or altered by consumers of that event stream. This immutability guarantees that every action is recorded, providing a reliable audit trail. Let's touch on snapshots for a moment. To boost performance, applications often create snapshots of the current state derived from the event log. This way, they don't need to reprocess the entire log every time they want to read the current state. However, the philosophy behind event sourcing emphasizes that all raw events should be stored indefinitely. This allows for reprocessing the full event log whenever necessary, ensuring that no data is lost. Interestingly, the concept of immutability isn't new. Accountants have been applying this principle for centuries. When a transaction occurs, it gets recorded in an append-only ledger. If a mistake happens, they don't erase the error. They simply add a correcting transaction. This method keeps the entire history intact, which is crucial for auditing. So how does this apply to modern software systems? Traditional mutable databases can complicate error recovery. If buggy code writes incorrect data, tracing back the problem can be challenging. But with an immutable event log, diagnosing issues becomes much easier, as you can see exactly what happened and when. Moreover, event logs capture more than just the current state. For example, if a customer adds an item to their cart and then removes it, the removal event may cancel out the addition regarding order fulfillment. However, from an analytics standpoint, it's valuable to know that the customer considered that item. This information would be lost in a traditional database that deletes items from the cart. Another exciting aspect of event sourcing is the ability to create multiple read-oriented representations from the same event log. This means you can have different views of the same data, optimized for various use cases. For instance, an analytics database might ingest data directly from an event stream, enabling real-time insights without affecting the performance of the main application. This flexibility is crucial as applications evolve. If you want to introduce a new feature that presents existing data in a different way, you can build a new read-optimized view from the event log without disrupting the current systems. This approach is often more manageable than navigating complicated schema migrations. In summary, event sourcing offers a compelling alternative to traditional data management methods. By focusing on immutable events rather than mutable states, we can create systems that are more robust, easier to debug, and capable of evolving over time. The key takeaway here is that event sourcing allows us to maintain a complete history of actions, providing valuable insights while ensuring data integrity. That wraps up today's episode of Tech Talk Today. If you found this discussion on event sourcing intriguing, be sure to subscribe and join us next time as we explore more exciting topics in the tech world. Until then, keep innovating and stay curious.